paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Troy Trojans offense will get the ball first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Dukes offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal.
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
There he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quick release on the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The give to the tailback. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're... And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Got a little space. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Give to the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walters. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The run from the shotgun. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Got the first down. Looking for more. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Dukes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense this zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
After the incompletion, will they try it again here on 3rd and goal? Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds his man. It's Walters. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Breaks into the open. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Duke have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Plows through the defense. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Reads it, fires complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Trojans! Oh, that. And then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Denson. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires left. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jeffrey. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Dukes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, James Madison. And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide open downfield. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. That's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Denson. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Leaves it with the back. Makes it. He smashes his way through again. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Troy. Great job by the back on the option.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Denson. Quickly out to the tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Fires on the move. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're dealing with a second and long. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Troy. Fitted in the window for the score.
And And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll try the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Running to Green. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Here's the pressure. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dukes are threatening in the red zone. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. He's got it and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, James Madison! And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Walters. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Smothers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the counter. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the quick grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duggan. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jeffrey. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but You've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On the run, fires downfield. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Into the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Finds a man on the left. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11th. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Oh, they're after him.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to do it on the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.